Hi, this is Tweek. Today we're going to take a regular pillowcase and turn it into a chair cover. Join us! Supplies you'll need for this project are: you will need a pillowcase, at least one. I used 4. You will need some self-adhesive felt in colors of orange, white, black, pumpkin colors. You'll need scissors and you'll need your imagination. So bring it along. Let's get started. I wanted to bring some of the bright fall colors into the house by making some chair covers, which meant getting a color of your choice of a pillowcase, a standard size pillowcase. Orange. I wanted orange because I wanted to make pumpkins. So let's do that. This pillowcase is going to cover the back of the chairs in our dining room. So I'm going to make 4 of them because we have 4 chairs. And it's very, very simple. Get some sticky back felt. I have black and orange and yellow. I'm going to use 1 piece of this 8x11 piece of sticky back felt, and I'm going to fold it in half with the felt side on itself because I want to mimic. I'm going to cut out 2 eyes. I want them to be the same. So I'm just going to put these 2 pieces together. I'm not going to crease it because you don't really have to. I'm going to hold tight, and the felt helps to hold itself in place, and I'm just going to cut up the center. If it's not exacting, that's okay. I'm going to stick on this side here, and I'm going to cut out an eye shape for my pumpkin. Now, I had an idea of what I wanted to do, so I'm just going to I made a round. That one's more triangular. Made it round, and I'm thinking I want to put, because I want a happy pumpkin, I'm going to put a little bit of a curve in the bottom. And right away, especially if you're working with kiddos, this project gets fun, because watch when I just plop it onto the orange. Right away, you exactly know what is going on here. Pumpkin eyes, which will augment a little bit, and I'll decide, do I want to add something else to them? Because you can put indentations and cuts in the eye, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these back together. When I said bring your imagination, just keep working till you like what you see. I'm going to put a cut in each eye. Okay, and every time you make a cut, what's going to show through is the pumpkin, see? Another piece here, so now I've used 1 piece of black felt. Now I'm going to go for the second. This one I'm going to make a mouth, and I want a happy mouth. I stick with happy creatures. There's enough unhappy ones out there in the world. And I'm just going to start at the bottom and come straight up. You can make these as big or as small as you would like to. That's a pretty good sized mouth right there. And I like that. I like the looks of it. It fills up the face. We want to stay a couple inches off the bottom because I'd like to kind of keep the face centered on the pillowcase. So eyes about here, mouth about here. Very simple. Let's cut in some teeth. And I'm going to gently fold back. I don't want to put a crease in the fabric, so I'm just kind of letting it stick to itself, which it does. And I think I want a little short tooth on each side. I can show you as I go. Okay, there's going to be a little short tooth. See? This is just a fun project. Now I'm going to make a big tooth in the center. This does not have to be even. If you ever cut out pumpkin teeth, it can be any which way. And then a shorter one there. Now, if I really don't like what I see, I can get out another piece of black and see. I like it. Am I going to do anything on the bottom? Let me think. In my little picture I had drawn up for myself, I had a couple teeth in the bottom too. So let's crimp them a little bit again. I'm trying to avoid putting a seam in the center, but I'm going to put a little fat tooth in the bottom. I'm going to add one on each side. Again, I'm making them a little more shallow. I just like the looks of it, them coming up the side. And the nice thing is, you can change it. You can make them deeper teeth. That's what I've got going so far. I like it. Let's run with this. We're almost, oh gosh, almost done setting up the face. Now a little nose. I like them without noses. I like them with noses. In my design here, I had a little bit of a nose there. So let's take one of our scraps. And I'm just going to, again, kind of roll it in on its fabric-y side, and that helps hold the paper because it's kind of slick. And I'm going to do, let's see, I had like a curvy nose. Let's see how this looks. Making a slice. Oh, that looks like a bat, and that looks like a cat or a bat nose. I don't like that. Let's do it this way. I want a nose that mimics his eye. I'm just going to cut it. So I'm going to make okay. I like that. It's a little bit, you know what? Let's leave it wonky. It's a little bit off. Now, if you have everything where you think you want it to be, I'm going to set the mouth first. And I'm going to pick it up. I got an idea where I want it to be. Really, really simple here. You very carefully. So try not to let it rip, but if it does, you just have more to work on. Now we're just going to lay it down on the fabric. If you lay it down and you don't like the position, you can pick it up and lay it down again. That part's done. Let's see, I do the nose last because I might decide not to use the nose. Eyeballs. Put the eyeball right there. Okay, now we're going to set the other eyeball. I love not having to use glue on this project. And just set it where you think you want it to be. It's a pumpkin. It doesn't have to be symmetrical. So what we're going to do now is, almost done, yeah? We're going to highlight the teeth and the eyes, which means if the light's coming inside, from the inside, it's going to shine one way or the other on the teeth. I am going to choose a side. Let me cut out some strips first. I want just some thin strips. This is all that self-adhesive felt. I'm going to choose which side I want the light to be coming out on, which means all the teeth will get, I guess it doesn't really matter too much, does it? Which way would you prefer it? Let's see on his eyes. I'm going to do, if the eye comes here, the light, then this side here will be highlighted and this side here. And if we do it the other way, then the light is here and shines on that side. So that's the only thing you have to determine. I'm just going to go ahead and go with this way. And I'll start cutting the pieces. But before I use up my nice piece here and cut it into strands, I'm going to take one of these eyeballs and I'm going to use it as a template. Did I cut it down a little bit? Anyways, what I want is this here. I'm going to turn this over. So I'm going to take my pen, just a regular old ballpoint pen, and I'm just going to outline the edge here so I know where to cut. I'm trying to think. Since these eyes are both together, the same size, when I cut this out, I'll see if I flip it, because they're mirror images of each other. Just a little bit of light going to shine on this pumpkin eye. And see, it is the other side. See that? So now that changes my plan just a little bit because that's a nice piece. It's exactly what I'm looking for. And let's go ahead and put it down. This, me cutting this piece helped determine which side the light's coming from, so that's a quick fix. And I'm just lining it up. I want just a tiniest bit of black to show through like it's been outlined. Like you get the shadow in the pumpkin. See? So now this side, this side, this side, this side, those will all be highlighted. I'm just going to go ahead and mimic the other side and make another cut. They do not have to be absolute similar. You know, the inside of the pumpkin would be different textures and different bumps, so I rely on that to help with the illusion here. Pumpkin going up, eyeball, just let it rest. You can move the fabric around a little bit, it's a little bit stretchy. This one came around a little further. I like that. See? Okay, now there's that. Let's continue. We're going to highlight the teeth. There, his teeth are done. The nose. We need a nose. You know, I'm just thinking I didn't like the nose I cut out. Oh, no. So let's take another piece of our scrap here. And why not? There we go. Let's just make a regular old triangular nose. And I'm just going to cut that out. We're going to wing it here. Do I want a flatter nose or do I want a longer nose? Let's see here. Make a triangle. That's good. And then I will highlight this side on the nose. That's it. So let's place the nose. Your pumpkin can be as simple as you want it. I just made sure that all four of my pumpkins are a little bit different. So when you put them on the chairs, you get the argument over who gets to sit next to the cutest pumpkin. We're done. Now we have our pumpkin face ready to put on the chairs. And there you have it. Now I put him on a pillow, which makes another really great idea. Decorate a pillowcase, set it around for decor, but ours are going to go on the back of our dining room chairs. Then we can argue over who gets to sit with this one. I'd sit with any of them. So if you like what you've seen here today, give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell so you know when another episode of Tweaks with Tweek is coming along. Until then, grab up some pillowcases and make your own pumpkin faces. I really like mine. See you again.